approaching the destination, the championship dinner for the Great Awakening. The calm before the storm. Let's see what's on the menu for this evening. Give me a walkthrough tutorial of each item.
Got plenty of cowboy steaks, sliders. We got smoked flanken, smoked wings. We got kielbasas, dogs. We got it all.
The whole nine.
Wow.
Smells and looks amazing.
We're talking about the best set of dealers, right? What? And everybody was like, oh, everything inside the ball. And the thing is, now when I do it, I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. When I hit a hand spin, I say I know exactly what I'm doing. So I bought all this new stuff. I bought this rope bat. Bro, the rope. I bought the MVP.
World Series MVP.
He's here.
Joe Savarati is in the house.
I can't even tell you what this guy did. We were just watching it just now, right, Joe?
This is not live. This is highlights.
Not highlights, but what?
It's not live, Joe. No.
Joe, you're ridiculous, and you're almost not fair. So we just want to say we won because of this guy. Really, this guy.
Team effort.
Yeah, but you carried us.
3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
Yes. And these are the two guys. Get a picture of these two guys. These two guys were like. Take it.
All right, so we'd like to welcome everybody to, it's almost becoming an annual, Teddy and Sammy and Victor Shrem's house championship barbecue dinner, catered by no other than Victor's brother, Moshe Shrem. God bless, unbelievable. Before we get started, the reason I wanted to get on the camera, because it's not about Sammy tonight, it's not about me, it's about the group. But it was brought to my attention, and I'm gonna say it straight, Teddy was upset at myself.
Absolutely.
He was upset at myself. I might have brought up a couple of things that, I'm still gonna stand by it. It went with the roller coaster of the season that this team had.
Championships as
Yeah,
captains.
Teddy Ishak is one hell of a roller coaster ride. I'll say it straight. He could hear it on the live. He could get mad at me, but he got ejected this season.
Yeah.
Threatened to get kicked out of the league.
Yeah.
Had teammates wanting to lynch him.
Fisticuffs they had. Him
Yes,
and Joe
they tried to
Hetz.
change the field without telling the address, but he came back a new man.
Did his job.
Yeah, he went to his rehab. I guess that he had to. And their team really bound together from 2-6.
It did go with it, and it made all the sense in the world. And sometimes the only way a movie's good is if there's that down part, and then everybody rises up. It's always that much more fun. And you make a comeback, it just feels better. But all that being said, I still want to apologize to Teddy. I think we brought it up enough times, but I do want to reiterate it. A small little thing. Sometimes the small things you bring up color everything out. Teddy bringing the drinks every week. Teddy trying to have his team's back. Sometimes he's a little colorful about it, as we say, and a little loud. But as the papa of the family, he's like the crazy grandpa. Is that okay?
Crazy uncle. Crazy
The
uncle.
crazy uncle. That I can say. He's the crazy uncle. But over the years, the words were, Teddy didn't win, he didn't win. Now when you win 2 years in a row, now you start a trend. So Sammy and Teddy
Teddy's a winner.
are a marriage that some people might look from afar and say, I don't know how they get along. But it makes all the sense in the world, and they got something cooking. My apology was this, and I am apologizing.
I appreciate
The
it.
half-ass apology.
I didn't.
No, it was good enough for me.
I'm
Sorry you feel that way.
I'm not veering away the fact that you're the crazy uncle. I'm not going away from that.
I'm good with that.
And I think you're admitting to that. But
There's a method to my
I
madness.
didn't emphasize enough the good that you brought to the team. And I do want to say that I did miss out on that pre the games. Sammy and I both picked against you guys. And Mabruk to the team. 2 winnings in a row, 2 championships in a row is big. Without further ado, again, so many guys on this team contributed, as every championship team works that way. It's very rare you get a championship team where there's 7 guys that do no good and there's 4 that contribute. It's always everybody does something. Whether it's the guy who makes the play behind the play, the guy who gets a hit in the seventh inning, it's always something. You know, the pitcher has a game, the offense carries in one game. It's just the way it works. Rookies coming through, Itzhak, he's not here tonight, but him coming through in the playoffs with shot, with flying colors. Ian Lerner coming his sophomore year. Everybody coming through. The people that nobody talk about, like Albert Sitt, with 2 out hits. It's not always the Joe S's that have to. Now he got MVP.
He was the best one also.
He was the best one, but it
Just worked out that way.
Without further ado, Teddy Ishak, Greg Mike.
Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Make sure everybody's signing this first of all. Before you leave, make sure you sign that jersey, please. All right, boys. So we finally made it. We're here. We did it. All right.
What's today's date, Teddy?
Of course, it's the 17th.
That's right.
No coincidences, boys. No coincidence that it ended up on the 17th. All right. This was a fun season. This was a strange season. Sammy can attest. It was a long season.
Very different than last season.
Very different than last season. Last season, we went into it, and I think we were so confident it was almost going to be like a cakewalk, and it turned out pretty much that way. But this season was different. But I still felt, and Sammy felt, and that we had everything we needed to win it. So first and foremost, I want to say thank you, Victor, for hosting us again. Hopefully we'll do it again next year, the year after, and your brother. It's great, bro. He does a good job. It's good shit, you know? I might throw my wife out, bring him in.
Washington, you married Teddy?
Yeah. So first, the next guy I want to talk about is Joe S. Real quick here. Joe S. The season that you had and what you did in the playoffs, unprecedented what I saw. I haven't seen any other player. I'm sorry, I have not. You can be humble about it. I get it, but live with it, baby. You dominated to the point where I haven't seen anybody else dominate that way. I really haven't in any type of series. And you did it for 5 straight games. So it was a sight to behold. It was beautiful. JoJo, since you gotta go, I get it. You know, newly engaged JoJo boys. Yeah. Everybody, congratulate JoJo. Oh, I gotta go back 1 second. Joe S had a baby during the year also.
Wow, my bro.
That was the best MVP present we could ever have, right there. All right. JoJo, you were amazing. You know.
What about your brother-in-law's baby?
I'm gonna get to my brother-in-law.
Don't forget the semis. Don't forget that play in the semis.
That's my nephew. So.
This is a 2-hour speech.
Yeah. This is gonna be it's a long one. 'Cause I'm going for each one of you guys.
He threw out the paper.
All right. Yeah. So JoJo, no, really, JoJo, you were great all season. You took my position. I'm a little pissed off about it. All right. You know, next year we'll have to talk. We're on the same team again. We might switch it up. But JoJo, I will honestly say, made the play of the entire year. There's no doubt about it. Without that play, I don't think we get to where we need to be. You know, he saved the entire season.
Bases loaded in the semis.
In the semis, bases loaded, diving play, and any other human being is probably going to third base on that. Only JoJo goes home and gets the guy to play, and Coney with the scoop, as usual. That we're used to. I'm not gonna, it's like a given with Coney already. But only JoJo makes that play.
Hot shot. What a play by JoJo. Comes home with it. Coney got him at the plate. What a play, JoJo Saruya. And they get the tying run out of the plate via force. And now there's 2 out, bases loaded. 2-1 game. JoJo Saruya is saving the day. Not to go understated, Coney makes a great scoop. And now it comes down to the captain.
It was amazing. It was a pleasure to hand over shortstop to you. Hopefully we can do it again. You know, I love you, baby. I do. Who's next? We're gonna go with Al Sitt because Al Sitt was he was the steal of the entire draft. Even though during the draft he told me he was basically telling me these guys are in for a rude awakening. So he called it. He did it. He brought it. He changed our entire season the second we put him out there. And started batting him higher in the lineup. It protecting Soli and so forth. It really getting Soli out of the freaking outfield, except for one play we'll talk about with Sammy. But really, that changed our whole season. It really solidified our defense and made us who we were. You know, it brought us an identity. And you batting fifth, protecting Soli in the lineup was tremendous. You brought it all season, and you did great. 2 out hits all season were amazing, and really,
Yeah, I'll say.
we were lucky to have you, Al, and we appreciate it.
By the way,
When did you get married? You got married recently too, didn't you? Oh, last year, all right, so I'm not gonna go talk about that.
Captain next year, Al said.
Captain next year?
You won the lottery.
Al said, so next year we're gonna have to, we'll battle. We're gonna go head to head next year. All right, but I wish you all the luck until we whoop you. DH. Back to back, DH. DH is a funny dude, by the way, guys, because during all the fighting that goes on between me and Sammy and all this, it's always DH, trying to mediate the whole thing. And sometimes he's so wrong in what he's saying, but I appease him anyway.
Sometimes?
And I just let him be, and I make him feel good about it. But DH made an incredible play also in the World Series. It feels like everybody made an incredible play except me. I have probably worst half inning of my life, but that's okay. You guys carried me to pick me up. DH back to back. What else can I say, man? We're gonna go for a 3-peat. Expect it next year because we're coming for you again, and it's gonna happen. DH is an amazing guy, amazing character, and really, I will say he was the backbone of our team, believe it or not. He really, truly was. He held our team together in a lot of different ways that people don't realize behind the scenes what he's doing. So, DH, thank you for being who you are. We love you, bro. Let's go with Soli, because Soli's another funny situation here, guys. Soli was funny this year, because Soli's in a girl all season. He acted like a girl.
All year.
He doesn't know. I'm sorry. There were times, he wasn't hitting. We all know what kind of hitter Soli is. And when he's not hitting up the bar, he was like this, and turning around. And then I'm telling the boys, I'm telling Sammy, I'm telling you guys, can we just get on him a little bit, ride him a little bit? No, you can't. He doesn't respond to the. Soli, remember the phone call I called you on? I told you, Soli, is it true that you're just like a little girl and we can't talk to you like in a tough way? He's like, what are you talking about? Right? And from that day on, you dominated. You killed it, you hit huge hits for us, but most importantly, it made our infield, right? Once Soli went to short center, it changed everything. Yeah, Gold Glove. Once we got Ian out of there, because that was a disaster, Soli was amazing. Soli really solidified everything. And Edmund, that double play, doesn't happen if it's not Soli. If it's me, we're not getting him. It's that simple. Soli was able to get him out. So Soli, amazing job this year. Appreciate everything that you did. Hopefully we'll run it back again next year also. All right, should I go to Coney now? Coney, back to back? Coney. From last year off of Maxi D, that ball that you hit, to the hit this year that kept it going after Edmund got on base on that era. You got the hit to keep it going. That comeback that really changed our whole season. Boys, down 3-1. Down 3-1, we came back with 2 outs, nobody on, we came back to 1 at all, which was an amazing thing to do. So yeah, Coney, you do an amazing job back there. You handled Edmund, which was the most important thing, and I told you that from the beginning of the season. We had to find a way to control his emotions, because he's an emotional guy. And we have to find a way to control it and harness it. And without you, we don't get there, we don't do it. So, Coney, thank you for doing an amazing job like you always do, and we're going to run it back again next year. I'm going to go to Ian, because I'm saving Edmund for last year. I'm going to go to Ian. Ian, my brother-in-law, who just had a baby boy 3.5 weeks ago. So Ian was an interesting situation this year, too, because I felt a little pressure, but having to play him and do certain things. But once I saw how bad he was at short center, it made our life a lot easier. All he had to do was just focus on hitting. But from now on, what's his nickname, boys? Ian what?
See ya.
See ya, learner. Probably the funniest thing I've ever seen on the base pass, because he's still in motion. Like, he's hitting it, running it, he's like, see ya. And I'm like, did he really just say it? I'm asking why he's running around the bases. I'm like, Ian, did you just say see ya? Yeah. So he's like, and then he gets to second base, and he's hoping they'll call him to third because he can't run. He's like, it's an automatic third, but they kept him there, which was okay. So Ian, you kept an amazing World Series you had. You really did. You were an amazing World Series. That bomb turned the whole thing, got us going. It got us going. It calmed everybody down. You saw everybody's faces. We were down 1-0 at that time. You hit that bomb. Huh?
I think we knew it was over.
I just felt once you got there, because you're nervous. We're down 1-0. you got that bomb and you said see ya, and I think it just calmed down. I was cracking up after that. I was telling everybody, did anybody else hear it?
I remember
so it
you
was kind of
made a
funny.
great point after the first inning. I remember there was a runner on second. Somebody hit a bullet shot to somebody and it was caught. And then in the bottom, they had a little bloop shit hit that scored a run, and you came in right away. And you see how baseball works? We hit bullets, they hit a bloop.
It happened.
Relaxed, everybody.
Everybody relaxed. So, you know, it was, Ian was great. Ian, I was very proud of you. Really, I was. You know, I'm glad that you did so well because I don't want to have to hear my sister because she's got a big mouth. You know, we all know that.
Like you, Teddy.
Like me, you know, to a lesser degree, I think. I think I'm probably the worst in the family, but that's okay.
I hope.
Yeah, you heard. Yeah, it's close. It's a toss-up. There's some bad ones in our family. But yeah, so Ian, a great job. I love you, brother. I couldn't be happier that part of my family now, and I mean that. You know, my sister finally did something right. So there you go. Tiff, we love you though. Don't worry about it. Did I catch everybody now? Did I get it? Well, I got Victor first of all. 1 second. Besides Victor hosting for us all the time, Victor's probably the best teammate you can have. Victor's the best teammate you can have, honestly, boys, because he'll do whatever it takes for the team to win. He understands what needs to be done. If it means helping us in any situation that's available, Victor will do it. That's who you want on your team. He brings positivity to us. He brought great energy for us. And Vic, back to back, Vic. Back to back. We're gonna go for a three-peat. We're going for the three-peat. All right, so now Sammy's got to be last. I'm gonna go Edmund because Sammy's my man. So
And my team, how many runs?
what can we all say about Edmund?
As long as I make
Edmund,
The rookie.
not only rookie of the year, dominated the
Phenom.
aspect of the game.
Good.
So Edmund's season started turning around
After he walked 7 batters.
after he walked 17,000 people. We were up. I think we were up like 200 runs at the time, and Edmund walked 17,000 in a row, and we lost. I think I ripped into him pretty hard after that one. Yeah, but then again, I wanted to test him, boys. I really did. I wanted to see what kind of mentality this guy has, and Edmund, you showed me a lot. You really did. Your mental toughness was far and away above any person your age should have.
How about his offense?
We'll get to it, man.
Let's do it.
Down. So yeah, Edmund, your mental toughness was really. We knew you had this stuff. We knew you were good. Sammy and I spoke about it. We knew that. We knew it was just about your mind. We had to find a way to get you focused and not let the emotions get to you. And I think you found a way to do that. I think I told you you needed to do that. And when I ripped into you and you didn't come back at me, right then and there I knew I was saying, okay. You know what? He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. And I think I called you that night and I told you, I loved what I saw after that because you went out and you won the next game, which was great. I think I got thrown out of that game, even though I don't remember. So, but that's why he won. It was under pressure. I couldn't yell at him from from the bench or from the field. So.
From the parking lot.
I was yelling from the parking lot though. It definitely was. So Edmund, and then once we figured out he could actually hit, and we put him in the lineup.
Sammy was very happy. He didn't have to pay the umps that night.
Yeah, that was true. You owe me money then.
He threw it back at me.
Yeah. I saw that. So, but once we put his bat in the lineup, it really changed our whole lineup. It lengthened our lineup tremendously. You were the missing cog to that lineup. Once you got in the lineup and you started flowing, if you noticed, the rest of our lineup really started going. Towards the bottom of our order, dominated. Game in and game out, it dominated. So, yeah, the home run, that was a bomb. You had like 10 RBIs that series. I don't even know what happened there. But you were amazing, Edmund. I couldn't be more proud of you. I look at you like a son to me.
A son.
I mean that. These boys know that. I mean it. There's nothing I wouldn't do for him. I'll always be there to protect him. I'll always root him on. Championship in the other league, who was there from the very beginning? Who stayed till the end, till the lights were out with you? Because that was devastating, but I promised you something. Did I not? Did I not promise you something? What did I promise you, Edmund?
Sky champions!
What did I promise you, Edmund?
That we're gonna win.
I told you, I promised you we were gonna win it. I told you you were gonna be a champion. Say it better next time. You were gonna be a champion that year. I promised you that, all right? And you did it. And I'm very proud of you and you were the best. One other guy that's not here, guys, Yitz. Yitz. What can we say about little Yitz? Yitz came in, if you haven't remember when he first came, every time he'd do something, he'd turn around and look at us like, is that okay? What am I supposed to? I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You know how to play baseball. You hit the ball, you run, you catch. That's all you gotta do. But coming to the World Series, he was boys, the World Series, he was dominant.
Dominant.
He was dominant. You know, and again, Vic, you know, but if I didn't take him out, Joe, that was your competition for the MVP. If I didn't take out 2 at-bats, kid had 4 RBIs, had 3 hits. It was close. But he's going to be the superstar. And Yitz, we love you. And I'm going to see you tomorrow, by the way, because I'm bringing you the trophy. You have it next.
Hold up. Monday night you can see it. Monday night.
Well, I'm bringing it tomorrow because I'm driving to Jersey.
Yeah, he's
you know.
going
Yeah, so, yeah, but I'm going tomorrow, so I might as well bring it. Now, last but not least, Sammy Essis, my co-captain.
Who's the man in the marriage?
Huh?
Who's the man in the marriage?
Teddy, for
Who's the
sure.
one?
Teddy.
Who's the what? The man? Oh, come on,
But
that's, you know.
Sammy gets whatever he wants by nagging.
Samuel next, Samuel next.
Stir.
Sammy knows how to get under my skin better than anybody in the history of the world. Better than my wife. He knows how to get under my skin, this guy. I don't know how he does it, and he does it in such a nice way. So I'm like, bro, who you fooling? You're trying to play the nice guy all the time. You're an animal, and you know it. 2 years in a row, I had to break up people trying to fight him. So who's really the one that should be suspended from now on? If you hear me yelling, suspend him because it's probably his fault. All right? But Sammy, I love you, bro. You're my brother. You know, I'll take you back to the death. I think you know that.
He's your one.
We'll you're like, yeah, you know, I don't want to say it, but whatever. You know, we'll have our ups and our downs. We'll go at it, and I'll hate you for that time. You'll hate me, and you'll curse me, and I'll curse you. But in the end, I think we both know. Yeah, okay, stop your nonsense. Try to be nice. I'll never curse you. What was he fooling, bro? But really, I think you know in the end that we work well together. You know, and
The yin and the yang.
we figured something out here. I think that we know how to get things started. It's not always pretty. It's not always smooth and easy. But I have complete faith in him. And I think you know that. You know, when it comes to scouting reports, when it comes to everything, I don't question you. Whatever it is, whatever Sammy says is what we're doing. And it's hard for a guy like me to do that. It really is. Truly hard for a guy like me to do that, Sammy. It's not easy for a guy who needs to be in control of everything to be able to just delegate it like that to you. But it comes easy with you because you just make it easy for me. You know, and I have total faith and confidence. And I'm going to say it right now, Sammy. I know you're going to cringe in a second. I'm going to say it to the entire league. Entire league. Sammy and I, see that? That's a three-peat. Three-peat is coming, so get used to it. You might as well not even join because it's coming and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing can stop what's coming for the three-peat, so be prepared with that one. Last and least, I want to thank Sam and Max for an amazing season, guys. They do an amazing job every year. It's definitely not easy, especially with, you know,
Dealing with you.
dealing with me with air subs and stuff because I use it all the time against them. Yeah, and I'll bitch and complain to you guys, and you'll hear me fight, but you guys just know.
I just mute your notifications.
I have 100% love for the league. I have 100% love for you guys. I think you guys know there's nothing I wouldn't do for the league or for you guys. So I really want to thank you guys for an amazing season. I want to thank you for picking against us like you do because it motivates us.
And next year we'll do that same
And
thing.
next year I'm sure you'll pick against us again. But it really was an amazing season. I want to thank all you guys. Hey, I also want to thank Victor's wife.
Thank you, big
Obviously, for letting us have this year. Because we all know she at any point she can say you're beat and it's not happening. Okay? So thank you, Victor's wife, wherever you are. Thank you.
Not here.
Okay? Yeah, don't come down here. You don't want to be around these animals. So yeah, boys, thank you again for an amazing season. Thank you for giving us back-to-back. I love all you guys, and this is something we'll carry and treasure forever.
Sign the jersey.
Boys, thank you very much.
Take the mic 1 second.
Oh, here he is.
So I don't have a 2-hour speech like Teddy, but I do have to thank Teddy for everything that he did. He left out the most important person. Teddy was really the captain, the leader of this team, emotionally, on the field, off the field. Really amazing. And we all say it. I don't know how we get along, but we do.
But we do.
We figured it out. We play great together.
One of the biggest hits in that comeback.
Teddy will do anything. I played with a lot of people over my years. There's no one that takes care of his teammates more than Teddy. And to his credit,
Round of applause for Teddy.
everyone's better the way we got that stuff.
I appreciate it.
Back to back.
Back to back. Back to back.
And belly to belly.
And again, we've all been part of championship teams. This team in the playoffs, 5-0,
Yes.
44 to 13 in 5 games. I've never seen dominance like that in my life.
Never in my life. Never in my life. Boys, thank you for an amazing, amazing season. You guys are the best. I love you all.
I want to say
Tomorrow I was the DH.
DH.
no, it's not.
If it's like a DH voice note, we're in trouble.
Let's go.
Do we even need this?
DH, if it's like your voice notes, we're in trouble.
All right. So number one, guys. Teddy. I love you, man.
I love you too, D.
You're the best, one of the best captain all year, dealing with the nonsense and the craziness. And Sammy's calls in the middle of the week, and Teddy's driving me nuts. And Joe S is crying, and Solis wants to kiss the team, and JoJo doesn't want to show up. All the craziness that we had. Yeah. And now, of course, really, there was some very important moments in this season. I think the second we put Albert in right field and Soli at short center, it just completely solidified us defensively. It locked us down defensively. Edmund grew a pair of nuts and started throwing strikes, which was amazing. It's something I was preaching to him all year, is throw strikes, trust your defense. Very similar to the year prior with Eddie Harari. We just throw your strikes, trust your D, we're gonna make plays behind you. And he started to buy into the process. But really, this year compared to the year prior, we were really the only team that, and I said this from the beginning, that had that roller coaster ride. If you look, 2-6.
2-6.
We were out of, like Matt said, we were out of the playoffs, completely out. We took 3 to 4, and then just went on a dominant ride. Obviously, I missed the semis, as everyone knows, but we went on a dominant ride throughout the playoffs, and just to guys like behind the scenes that don't get the kudos, the Coneys, the short Vic Shrems, those guys who are really the best teammates you're gonna find and don't get the kudos they deserve, are the real backbone for the team. Coney had monster hits for us. Vic, again, it wasn't easy for Vic to in the playoffs to really not to be there supporting the team, but he did. And this is something that great teammates do, that championship teammates do. And I think it's time for the V the D.
V the D!
Let's get rid of the D.
We're gonna get rid of the D. It's just gonna be V. My man. That's it.
But just all in all, it was a very enjoyable year with you guys. Enjoy it, because who knows what next year brings. I mean, me, Teddy, Coney, Sammy, and Vic know we're winning next year, so hopefully you're part of the team. But everything, anything that Teddy's a part of, we're winning, and
I remember
no one could stop what's coming. Nothing could stop what's coming. But boys, I wanted to say I love all of you. We're gonna always have this bond of winning the way we won, like you said, like Sammy said, with the dominance, 5-0 in the playoffs. What was it, 43? 44 to 13.
It was a joke. It was like we were playing kids.
It was exactly. There was never a point that we felt that we weren't gonna win, and just the confidence. And whether we were up or down, we always knew we were going to win it. And
Pick up the cup.
Joe, do it.
And we did it all for this. Joe, Teddy, come in for a big chant.
One boys, everybody get in there.
Everybody, all the boys. Get Cap.
Everybody get in here. We got to do it.
Where am I getting my time with this thing?
It's
coming to deal. You know where it's going after this.
Give me a one last 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Whatever you want to get.
Hands in.
Boys, hands in, boys, everybody, Joe S. Here we go, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3, win! 3, 2, 1, USA! Yeah, baby! Let's go. Here we go.
Pretty good for not doing it in 5 months. Forgot about it.
Yeah, which one's coming first?
We need a video of that.
Anybody else? Yeah.
Don't
say a few words.
This you should definitely
Tony,
do 20
back to back. Come on, you.
We're getting a picture?
Let's do a picture first.
I'll do a picture.
Get a phone.
Year removed from last year, David Harari is yet a champion again. His pecs are bigger than ever, and he's about to drink a Heineken off the top of the cup.
Corona, second time.
Corona the second time. That's funny. And there it is. All out. Oh, he wants more. He wants more. Who better than his captain feeding him like a little baby? Woo! Filling that mouth with championship Corona. Mabruk, my brother Sammy nicknamed him the Phenom. He was one World Series pitch away from winning in the spring. Teamed up with Teddy Theodore and Sammy Estes. Now we get to see a cup drinking by Edmund Beta, the World Series winning pitcher. The rookie no more. The rookie no more. His cherry was officially. There he goes, his first beer of his life. He never drank alcohol before this. 17-year-old. It's a good thing the tops are further than a block away. Mabruk, Edmund Beta. Teddy's not letting him stop. He's like, go all the way. And that's going to be in his profile pic.